Good morning, fellow Sierra Leoneans, wherever you are today on the 30th of January 2024. I greet all of you in the name of our beloved nation, Sierra Leone, wherever you may be. I would like to share a message, an inspired message that I have for this nation, and it's in the form of a poem titled Wipe Off Our Tears. Wipe off our tears. This is part 1. To the powers that be. My name is DUMBUYA, aka Pap Moh Kapen of Kambia District. Now listen to my poem. Wipe off our tears, oh powers that be. Our tears are flowing everywhere, flowing down our roads, flowing down our hilltops, flowing down our rooftops, down to the sea. We have wept for so long, our faces drenched in tears, our sobs heard from afar. When shall you wipe off our tears, O powers that be? The sea is overflowing her banks with the hot tears of our people. Our salty sweat on our brows, on our bodies, not yet dried up. Yells of agony from the past still ringing in our ears. When shall you wipe off our tears, O powers that be? When the ominous cry of the owl shall no longer be heard on our rooftops, and the sight of the crowds shall no longer overshadow our landscape. The sea shall no longer overflow our banks with our tears, and dark clouds shall no longer loom in the horizon of our shores, amidst joys of fraternity and happy voices of children at play. Now, commentary on the poem. In part 1 of this series, and this poem I have divided the explanation into 2 parts. This is the commentary. In part 1 of this series, I have decided to make a commentary on the poem in lieu of a prologue. The poem, written over a decade ago, is dedicated to our beloved motherland, Sierra Leone. It's a clarion call to people at the helm of affairs, to the powers that be, and all patriotic citizens of this nation to reflect on their country's welfare. It's a passionate appeal to all leaders at present and in the future to face up to the challenges of their times and live up to the expectations of their people. I have written this poem after much reflection with a retrospective glance, albeit belatedly, over our country's eventful history. The historians could bear testimony of our country's grim struggles over the centuries to attain our sovereignty, and at this stage, they could play a vital role to attest to the fact that it is high time to put ourselves to the task of surmounting our pains and sufferings as a people and enjoy the best out of our country's human and natural resources. The poem is patriotically motivated out of a genuine concern for the progress of our nation and nothing else to the contrary. Therefore, it is not to be considered as a political weapon for political propaganda, not to be misconstrued as a national sabotage. On the contrary, it sensitizes us to trace our flaws as a people in order to enable us to surmount them with concerted efforts as one people, one country. If we cannot trace our flaws, we cannot discover where our strengths lie. I urge listeners at the moment, because it's going to appear in written form, I urge listeners to read the poem, to listen to this poem with sober reflections on its lyrics. That is, reflecting on each word and on each line of this poem. Interested individuals, groups, newspaper editors, radio stations, and book publishers could contact me for a detailed discussion and or literary analysis of this poem. Poetic Pap Moh Kapen. The contact numbers I will give later on. Thank you very much.